I've done one more experiment with Poolish. I was curious. Somebody actually left a comment saying, "Hey, what happens if you do like a 3 day ferment for Poolish?" And so I didn't know, so I tried it. I actually did a 4 day ferment. I made the Poolish on Sunday night, and then it sat in the fridge for 4 days. I took it out Thursday morning, let it warm up, mixed it with the dough. It sat at room temperature for almost about 10 hours after that. And then I did my regular Poolish recipe where I made the Poolish the night before, and then I baked them at the same time to compare. And take a look. The Poolish that fermented for 4 nights in the fridge, it looks identical to the Poolish crust that was fermenting for just 1 night, my regular Poolish recipe. It looks the same, it had the same consistency, the same density, the same thickness of the rim, the same crispiness. Those two, you can't even tell them apart. They look nearly identical, right? I tasted them, and you know what? The taste was identical also. I don't know why, it just was. They tasted the exact same. I couldn't tell them apart. It's almost like if you watch my video from a few weeks ago, I did an experiment where I compared a 3 day overnight ferment with a 5 day overnight ferment, just regular pizza crust, not with Poolish, and they tasted the same. I couldn't tell the difference. And so that's what we have going on here. For whatever reason, it's like when you make pizza dough, the flavor maxes out at a certain fermentation time, and then it just stays, it just plateaus and stays there. So that's what I learned is my overnight Polish recipe tasted just as good and it performed just as good. The dough was just as stretchy and everything as a Polish that fermented for 4 days and 4 nights. So that's the experiment. I'm just about done experimenting with Polish. Maybe one more, then I'm gonna move on to something else. But I've really had a good time learning about Polish. It's my favorite pizza crust for sure. So much flavor. With that in mind, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have any special tricks about Polish or anything, and we'll go from there. Thank you.